Let me tell you about my friend Mark. Mark is the kind of guy who always played it safe. He grew up hearing that the best way to secure your future was to save diligently, avoid risks, and keep your money where you could see it. So, when he landed his first steady job, he made a promise to himself. Every month, without fail, he'd put aside a portion of his paycheck. Mark thought he was doing everything right, transferring a chunk of his paycheck into savings every month. He'd set up automatic transfers so he never even had to think about it. It felt responsible, almost adult, to watch that number tick upward with each deposit. He loved watching his balance grow, feeling secure and responsible. Each time he checked his banking app, he felt a little surge of pride. It was like a scoreboard, proof that he was winning at the game of life. That number was his badge of financial discipline. It reassured him that he was on the right track, that he was building a solid foundation for his future. He avoided the stock market, preferring the safety of his bank. Stories of market crashes and volatile stocks made him uneasy. Why risk it, he thought, when his money was safe and sound? Each month he saw a few dollars in interest and felt like he was winning. Even if it wasn't much, it was something, and it was guaranteed. But after 5 years, Mark did the math. He sat down one evening, calculator in hand, and added up all his deposits, all the interest, and compared it to his current balance. His balance was barely higher than what he'd deposited. The growth he'd imagined was nowhere to be found. The growth was underwhelming, like watering a plant for years and seeing almost no new leaves. The excitement he once felt was replaced by a nagging sense of disappointment. The pride he felt turned into confusion. He wondered if he'd missed something or if he'd misunderstood how savings were supposed to work. Where was the real growth he expected? Why did it feel like he was standing still even after years of effort? He started questioning if his savings account was truly the best place for his money. Was he missing out on something bigger, something that could actually help him build wealth? Mark realized his money wasn't working for him. It was just sitting there. It was safe, yes, but it wasn't growing in any meaningful way. The security he felt started to seem more like a cage than a fortress. He began to see that playing it safe had its own risks, like missing out on opportunities for real growth. Was he really building wealth, or just clinging to an illusion? The comfort of a growing balance was starting to feel hollow. That's when he began to look for answers. He started reading, asking questions, and exploring what else was out there. And what he found changed everything. Mark realized that true financial growth meant letting his money work for him, not just keeping it safe. It was the beginning of a new chapter, one where he could finally see his efforts pay off in ways he never imagined. The first problem? Low interest rates. Banks lend your money out at high rates, but pay you almost nothing in return, maybe 0.01% if you're lucky. $10,000 in a typical savings account might earn you $10 a year. That's not even lunch money. We're conditioned to see any growth as good, but tiny interest isn't real progress. Your money is parked, not growing. The bank profits while you get pocket change. It's a slow drain you barely notice, until years have slipped by. Now, meet the real villain. Something that quietly chips away at your hard-earned money every single day. Inflation. It's not a headline-grabbing crisis, but it's always there, lurking in the background, affecting everyone, no matter how much you earn or save. Every year, prices for everyday things like groceries, gas, and even your morning coffee creep up. You might not notice it right away, but over time, your money just doesn't stretch as far as it used to. That's the sneaky power of inflation at work. Let's say your savings account earns you 1% interest, but inflation is running at 3%. That means in reality you're losing 2% of your purchasing power every year. Your money grows on paper, but in the real world, it buys less and less. You might see your bank balance inching up, but when you go shopping, you realize you can't fill your cart the way you used to. The numbers look good, but their value is slipping away. It's like running on a treadmill. You're working hard, but you're not actually getting ahead. No matter how much you save, inflation keeps moving the finish line further away. Think back to what things cost a decade or two ago. Remember when a loaf of bread or a movie ticket was just a fraction of today's price? That's inflation, slowly but surely raising the cost of living. Fast forward to the future. If Mark has $10,000 sitting in the bank today, in 10 years, it might only buy what $7,000 does now. That's a huge loss in real value, even if the number in his account barely changes. Many people think a savings account is the safest place for their money. But in reality, it's almost like locking your cash away and watching it shrink bit by bit every year. The truth is, most people's real rate of return after accounting for inflation is actually negative. You're not just standing still, you're slowly moving backward. That feeling of safety you get from seeing a stable bank balance, it's an illusion. Hidden beneath the surface are real losses, quietly eating away at your wealth. Inflation acts like a secret tax on your savings. You don't see it deducted, but it's there, reducing what your money can actually do for you. The number in your account might look reassuring, but it doesn't tell the whole story. What matters is what that number can buy, and that's changing all the time. Inflation is a silent thief, quietly eroding your wealth every single day, whether you notice it or not. Understanding this invisible force is the first step to protecting your financial future. As if low interest and inflation weren't enough, bank fees chip away at your savings. Monthly maintenance, minimum balance, overdraft. Banks find ways to charge you for everything. A $10 monthly fee is $120 a year, more than most people earn in interest. You could be paying the bank for the privilege of letting them use your money. These fees are pure profit for the bank, a direct drain on your wealth. Over time, they add up to real losses. Don't ignore your statements. Question every fee. There are fee-free options out there. Don't let small charges sabotage your savings. Many keep all their money and savings out of fear, of market crashes, of losing what they've earned, but playing it too safe comes with a hidden cost-missed opportunity. The S&P 500 has averaged about 10% returns over the long term. Compare that to 0.1% in a savings account. Over 30 years, $10,000 in savings might grow to $30,500. Invested, it could become over $100,000. That's the cost of avoiding risk, tens of thousands lost to caution. Emergency funds should be safe, but long-term money needs to grow. Don't let fear keep your money from reaching its potential. Playing it safe can be the riskiest move of all. Mark wasn't alone. His aunt saved $200,000 in savings accounts and CDs, terrified of the stock market. Now, rising costs are eroding her nest egg. Her money isn't stretching as far as she hoped. If she'd invested even part of it, she could have had over $1 million. A young couple saved $80,000 for a home, but housing prices soared. Their down payment, once enough, now falls short. They saved but couldn't keep up. These aren't rare stories. They're the result of ignoring inflation and opportunity cost. Playing it safe left their dreams out of reach. The real risk was doing nothing. So, where should your money go? Start with a high-yield savings account, ESA, for your emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses. Online banks offer much higher rates, no fees, and FDIC insurance. For long-term goals, invest in low-cost index funds or ETFs. An S&P 500 index fund lets you own a piece of hundreds of top companies. You don't need to pick stocks, just bet on the market's long-term growth. Open an account with a reputable brokerage and start small. Consider real estate or tax-advantaged accounts like a Roth IRA for more growth. Match your money's job to the right account. Safety for emergencies, growth for the future. Let your money work smarter, not just harder. Ready to take action? Let's break down a simple step-by-step plan that anyone can follow. No financial background required. Whether you're just starting out or looking to optimize your savings, these steps will help you take control of your financial future starting today. Step 1. Check your current savings account's interest rate. Many people don't realize their money could be earning more simply by being in the right account. While you're at it, Look for hidden fees or charges that might be quietly eating away at your savings. Even small fees can add up over time and slow your progress. Step 2. Open a high-yield savings account online, dedicated to your emergency fund. These accounts often offer much better interest rates than traditional banks, helping your money grow faster. Move your savings over so you can start benefiting right away. Watch as your balance increases, not just from your deposits, but from the higher interest working in your favor. Step 3. For your long-term goals like retirement or big purchases, open a brokerage account with a trusted firm. This is where your money can really start to multiply over the years. Invest in a broad market index fund. You don't need to be a stock market expert. These funds are designed to grow steadily over time, with minimal effort on your part. Step 4. Automate transfers to both your savings and investment accounts. Setting up automatic deposits means you're consistently building wealth without having to think about it every month. Even if you start with just $50 a month, those small regular contributions add up. Over time, automation helps you stay on track and reach your goals faster. Automation also removes the temptation to skip a month or spend impulsively, making it easier to stick to your plan and avoid common pitfalls. By following this 4-step system, you're already ahead of most people. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll see results, so don't wait. Remember, small changes today can lead to a much brighter, more secure future for you and your loved ones. Let your money work for you, not against you. Start your action plan now and watch your financial confidence grow. The old advice to just save is broken. In today's world, a standard savings account guarantees lost purchasing power. The safety you feel is an illusion, costing you real growth, but you can change this. Understand inflation, interest, and opportunity cost. Move your emergency fund to a high-yield account. Invest your long-term money in diversified, low-cost funds. Shift your mindset from saver to investor. Don't let fear or inaction hold you back. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best is now. Take control, make your money work, and build the future you deserve. Don't let your savings quietly drain your wealth. Start today. Your future self will thank you.